My name is Hailee. I am 13 years old. I go to Jesus Chapel School and I love art.
She is a very bright, outgoing kiddo.
She does creative stuff, she just brings out a pencil and a piece of blank paper and just starts drawing. What comes out of her, she's amazing in her drawings.
So I remember my first time I got diagnosed. My head started hurting, I didn't feel normal, and I would cry to my mom, always telling her how I never felt good. I have always felt like if I was there but not there.
So that day, that was a Friday, I remember hugging her that morning and telling her, there's something else wrong. I told her, I'm sorry, and I remember I cried that morning.
We went to Children's Hospital, and that's when they told my mom there that I had cancer.
Hailee, we saw her. She had a fever, she had a bone pain. Somebody had done a blood work, and the blood work has come back abnormal. So she had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is the most common cancer that we see in children.
From there on, we just stood there.
You spiral down, everything, your world stops. You hear that word cancer, it's one of the worst words that it could come into you, especially about your child.
We talked to Hailee, and we always make a point of talking to children, okay? Because it's very important for them to know what's happening.
At first, I was like, okay, this is really happening, I'm not gonna see my house for a while now, it got really hard. But then as I had my mom and my dad there for emotional support, I think that really helped me.
Well, when we first got admitted, I was told that we're gonna be like family. So I think at first it was kind of like upsetting, what do you mean like family? But then you understand why. The nurses become their friends. The doctors become their friends.
Miss Megan and Miss Gina, also Amanda, they were there to comfort me on my first day, and it made a lot of things easier talking to people, and having stuff to do.
So we started her treatment. In general, she did okay, all right? We finished treatment for this special disease, but unfortunately, the disease came back. It came back 1 year later.
Because I just felt like in the moment, while going through it, I never got warned, I didn't know what I was walking into, but I still had to overcome things such as not giving up on myself fully too, not giving up on myself emotionally and physically. So I just thought that I just had to prepare myself and walk into this battle that I was gonna overcome.
So then we got the news that Hailee relapsed. This was in March 2021. So from there, we already knew that if she relapsed, she's gonna need a bone marrow transplant. As soon as we knew Josie was a match, that's her 9-year-old sister, her first reaction was, I wanna save my sister's life.
She actually is the only reason why I'm still here today, yes, we fight a lot, but we have a special connection where I just see her and I'm just like wow, I'm only here because of her, I wouldn't have been here because of her and the doctors,
There were some complications during the treatment, and but she made it. By last year, actually, she was completely off therapy, and she has remained free of disease. Right now, I think there is about 2-3 years that she's been off therapy.
Hailee's, her will is amazing. That little girl, she's a fighter,
One thing that helps me a lot is faith and praying. I've had faith ever since I first started, and I think that's the reason why I'm here today and still healthy and here on this earth. So I think a lot to God.
So I want to tell, especially our families at El Paso Children's Hospital, I want to let them know that to keep fighting and that they're at the best hospital that could be. And I'm telling you from the experience that I've had there, it's an amazing hospital. I love the staff there, and El Paso Children's has saved my kid's life, and and just keep fighting and don't lose hope.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped me out and my family, We've been through so much together, and we wouldn't have done it without them and with all the help. So thank you guys.